So his question is, he's been trying to chant Lalita Sahasranama and Saundarya Lahiri, but he's not able to proceed on the path. Is that because he needs initiation? Is Guru's initiation necessary? And so on. So I'm assuming, I got reminded of something before that assumption. This man went to the doctor and he said, look, I'm not able to read. And he was an optometrist, and he said, can you help me? He said, sure, take a seat. And he puts all those lenses and things one after, can you see this better, that better, blah, blah, blah. So after 10 minutes of much permutation combination, he ends up with a pair of glasses. He said, now, can you read? He said, still not able to read. He said, why? Like, I can't imagine. I mean, you should be able to see. He said, yeah, I can see. So you can read? He said, no, I don't know how to read. That's why I came to you. I thought glasses will help me. So initiation is something like that. When a disciple is genuinely ready, when they're initiated, they just seize that moment and they seize that opportunity and they do something magnificent with it. In the absence of which, they keep waiting for the next step. They keep thinking, I am having some hurdle or there's an obstacle on the way, and because of which I can't do, therefore something is missing or something. So my assumption in your question is that you know how to recite and chant, that Sanskrit is top-notch, or at least you've reflected on the names and the verses of Saundarya Lahiri. Now, on my personal journey of Sri Vidya, I did read Saundarya Lahiri, but I never felt the need to chant it daily, personally. And that's just my personal opinion. There is no right or wrong here. It's an individual path. For me, the thought of Divine Mother was more than enough. And to me, chanting Lalita Sahasranama, reflecting on the individual meanings of the words, were more than sufficient. That was more than adequate. Really, there is nothing else that's needed. If you then supplement your practice with mantra of Sri Vidya, and you are doing the invocation of Sri Yantra, making the 16 offerings with either Sri Suktam or just generally, that's all that's needed. So if you are not able to progress, the question you have to ask yourself is, how keen are you to progress? You know, as this very famous anecdote goes, this disciple said, why can't I see God? I mean, I'm trying, I'm chanting and so on. What would it take? And the Guru took him to the river. Most good ashrams are by the riverside, as are some resorts. So the Guru said, let's just wade through the river. As they were right in the middle, quite cruelly, the Guru took his head and pushed it, dipped it in the river. And now the disciple is trying to breathe, he's trying to come out, but the Guru is, the Guru is going, no, you can't come out. So Guru is really pressing and the disciple's trying, but the Guru is not letting him come out. And then when the Guru thinks he's going to die, he lets him out. He says, how was it? I don't know why. If you didn't like my question, the disciple said, you could have told me. There was no need to kill me. He said, no, did you think of God when you were trying to breathe, when you were trying to come out from that surface, from beneath the water? He said, no. And how desperate were you to come out? He said, very. That's all I wanted at that moment. I hated even you with every fabric of my being. He said, that's precisely my point. Until your desperation is at that level, there is really not much hope in terms of reaching the absolute pinnacle. People, whatever field, whether it's spiritual or their careers or whatever, only those people make it to the absolute top when they are obsessed about it. They're obsessed about every little detail. To the ordinary eye, you'll say, why are you fussing over this? But no, if they wouldn't fuss over it, they wouldn't be where they are. So people who realize God or get to that level are somewhere they have understood that there is nothing else they want more in their life than that. And sometimes that desperation is built over a period of time. You got a taste of something, It's like when a child is studying in school and he or she comes even once first in their class. Once they get a taste of it, what success tastes like, then it's very hard to ignore that feeling. The year after and so on, they will work harder. So the first thing is to simplify your practice. Don't do too many things. I say this to everybody. That's a sure shot recipe for disaster. Because it will become very dry, a mechanical exercise. Here, think about this temple. We could have such elaborate rituals here, but we don't. There's a simple arati, and there is Sahasranama, and then that's that. We could make it very complicated, but it won't do anybody any good. So going back to the basics is always the best method. It's always the best method, the best way to proceed. And then you build your desperation over a period of time. What do you really, really, really want? What is it that you seek? And zero in on that. You can travel to two different places, but not at the same time. So you choose where you're heading and where you want to be. And the rest will follow painlessly. She is Guru Mandal Rupini, right? She will come and give you the initiation. She will arrange initiation for you. It even happens online now. It couldn't get any easier now, could it? So that's that.